got that face, your chain is a neck.
Go that, please don't go that, go that, me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, that this go that, sis go that, this don't go that, me.
They hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach, I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat, I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit, bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there, I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that, I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking the top, he bot seats, I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust bar. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Guess I'm go that, please don't go that, me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, this go that, sis go that, this don't go that, me, yeah.
Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it. Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it.
Get down.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Desperados of Oakland. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connor to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I love the those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Desperados get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He's going to air one out. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Get it!
Second down, here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Taylor is in for a touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter. He's got both of them.
They're certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That is caught. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's O'Connell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Sheds off the tackle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man open. It's Chase. Down the left sideline. Jamar Chase. And touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Desperados have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gain is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 53 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
Tonight, maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Play action. Now O'Connell. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there at one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Raiders 17.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dope.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action with Richardson. And this is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. Darius Slayton, 37 yards. And the Desperados add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. O'Connell's throwing for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And fights through one man. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now O'Connell. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Michael Mayer, his intended receiver. Third down here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Throwing. O'Connell. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs now. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. Out to his left. This is caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throw left side complete to Chase. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Going for it on 4th, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. As this complete to Woods. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, 32 yards. And the Desperados answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They run it with Jacobs. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Got a man open. It's Chase. Touchdown! Jamal Chase. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Desperados are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes 2nd down. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already, is really like a two-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter, everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6 coming up. O'Connell. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's O'Connell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team.
Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shit tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Never be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Fix my cheek real quick. Baby, go. Yeah. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen. I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like bought a chain that's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the street. So my label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan, I got off the block. Took the hate and put that on the watch. The ice on my neck is little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's a you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z, got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the game and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up, they had time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood, like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they just my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, they'll go get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, 1 for the money and 2 for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me.
second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passing it. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it twisted. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and suck. Don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it twisted. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and suck. Don't make way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the unity and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stacking figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. Go the distance.
Dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll.
Yeah. Alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck and smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, Mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too. 3, 2, 1.
Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
And they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Thunder my plans, judge my bands. Plasma nice, stubbing my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus. I got 'em up plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, that this go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charger there. I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, that this go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Get down.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, its people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit, so think you're safe now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going to fade down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, isn't though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be